Okay, good morning. Welcome to
FunMath number 100.
FunMath number 100. Hey, good job. 100 videos so far this year. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
So we've made it through chapter 3 of Art of Problem Solving's Algebra book, and today we were just looking at some of the challenge problems, and there was a challenge problem like this, and we didn't do it. So this is totally new. You've not seen something like this before. Here, take the marker. So we have 3 over 4 minus t plus 2 over t minus 4 equals 1. And we're going to try to solve this. How do you think we should solve this?
We would really like to get a common denominator.
Ah, interesting. Right, that's the challenge in this one. We'd really like to get a common denominator here.
Well, actually, I see something that might be interesting.
Okay.
Well, 3 plus 2 over something has to equal 1.
All right.
And 3 plus 2 over 5 equals 1.
Well, that's true. Let's see what happens. How can I make this be 5?
You can have it be minus 9. Well, t can't be minus 9.
How can I make the bottom here be 5? 4 minus t equals 5. What would t equal?
T would equal minus 9. 4 minus, no. T would equal minus 1.
Minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 5. Okay.
Minus 1 minus 4.
Okay. Now, if this is 5, this is 3/5, I got to get this to equal plus 2/5. How do I make this equal 5? T minus 4 equals 5.
T has to equal 9.
T has to equal 9. Shoot. But if t, we already said t was minus 1. Rats. Okay, so that doesn't quite work. But that was a good try, though. Sometimes you can just sort of see the answer, but in this case it doesn't work.
We would like to get a common denominator.
We would like to get a common denominator on something like this. But the trick here, and why this is a challenge problem, is to realize that you already have the same denominator. This is 3 over 4 minus t plus 2 over negative 1 times 4 minus t. Now let's see why that's true. What is negative 1 times 4 minus t?
It's minus 4 plus t.
It's minus 4 plus t, which is what we had. So the sneaky thing on this is we already had a common denominator, except that it was just hidden by, there's a secret minus 1 on the bottom. Okay?
Yeah.
So maybe instead of putting this minus 1 on the bottom, I'll just move it up to the top. So this now says 3 over 4 minus t plus minus 2 over 4 minus t equals 1. So what do I do now that I have a common denominator?
We can add them together. So it's minus 1 over 4 minus... It's 1 over 4 minus t.
What do you get when you add them together? You have 3 over 4 minus t plus minus 2 over 4 minus t equals 1. What do we get when I add them together?
You get 1 over 4 minus t.
Is it important to make sure you get the sign right? Very important. 1 over 4 minus t equals 1. Okay, what can I do now?
Well, 4 minus t has to equal 1.
Why is that?
Because 1 over 1 is 1. That's the only way we're going to make it work.
Okay, what it means when a ratio equals 1, that means the top and the bottom are the same. Or the other, alternately, we could just multiply both sides by 4 minus t.
Yeah.
And then we get 1 equals, what's 1 times 4 minus t?
4 minus t.
4 minus t. Okay. How do I solve 1 equals 4 minus t?
You subtract 4 from both sides.
Okay,
You get
minus 4.
3
Minus 4.
equals minus t.
Minus 3 equals minus t.
So t is 3.
So t equals 3. Now, what's the last step we do here?
We have to check this.
Okay, let's go back to our original equation here and put in t equals 3.
Let's see, so it's 3 over 4 minus 3. It's 3 over 1.
3 over 1, which is
3.
3. Okay, so this part just becomes 3 plus 2 over...
2 over minus 1.
Okay, what's 2 over minus 1?
Well, it's minus 2 over 1. Okay. So that is 1.
So this becomes 3 minus 2, which equals
1.
1, okay? So there was a challenge problem just like this, right?
Yeah.
Just like this. Alright, cool. This shows another little trick, you know, as you become more and more familiar with algebra, you'll recognize that 4 minus t and t minus 4 are the same, only one's multiplied by minus 1. So you were right to think I need to get a common denominator, but the secret sneaky trick is that you already had a common denominator. Alright, good job.